Well, the reason I became a firefighter is because I have a very adventurous nature and I love adrenaline, and this job has a lot to do with that. I mean, we're climbing to the top of 100-foot ladders, and I get to rappel off the top of buildings like 200 feet up, and not to mention I get to save lives. I mean, that's my job, is I get to have a part in saving lives, and God's able to use my abilities to do this, and it's unbelievable. But my grandfather was actually one of the first fire chiefs in Jacksonville, and he kind of sparked my interest years and years ago. And a friend of mine was going through fire school, and he showed me some of the materials, and I was like, man, that's awesome. I'm gonna have to pray about this. And I brought it up with my wife, and she just was like, yeah, duh, why not? That's just perfect for you. So when I first started going through fire school, it was 8 months long, and it was very intensive. And the very first part that they pushed was being physically in shape and being able to do the job. And we were constantly running and doing push-ups and sit-ups and running upstairs and taking hose rolls that weigh 50 pounds and just running and constantly doing this kind of stuff to keep our bodies in shape. And then it was the school part of it, where we're going inside and we have to read all these books and get mentally prepared for this stuff. And when I first started, I thought, you see fire, you put water on it, it goes out. But it's not that simple. You have different types of fire, you have different types of smoke. I had no idea until I took all these classes and how to learn how to read the smoke. And then you got the medical side of it, where I spent 1,200 hours going through paramedic school and learning all these different ways to treat the human body, different problems that the body has. And it's just, with this profession, you have to keep learning and keep moving and keep going. And everything is constantly changing, so you have to make sure you're mentally prepared for this job and physically prepared for this job. You know, having this job has tremendously changed my life. I have a different perspective on things. I have a different perspective on life in general. It gives you a whole new awareness of how valuable life is. I mean, you can be headed to work one day and things totally change. I can't even go to a theme park now without pointing something out. Like, I was like, oh, that's not like that. That's a code violation. I can't believe they have that. And with Disney World, they try to hide their fire hydrants. So when we walk by, I'll point one out, and Hillary's like, I don't care. I don't care. So my family will come to me now, like my mother and father and grandpa. They'll call me and ask me. They're like, oh, I'm having this pain. What do you think's going on? I'm like, I don't know. I can't see you. I don't have an X-ray machine. I can't do this. And I've noticed that a lot of people will come to me and just ask stuff, and they're seeking answers because of what I do and my training, and I love it, don't get me wrong, I do love it, but this has such a profound influence on my life and how it's changed. It's really hard to describe, but I just absolutely love what I do.